strengths, everything will be alright.
Tatted tears through the years, I done lost brothers. Mother's tears sipping beers, turkey fought for them. Pops are cry just at the thought of them. Grew to be a man in the mirror, but the boy grew a heart from him. Gangs, I was there for the start of them. Michael Jordan shoes had all of them. Moved in with all coming. I speak the truth cause I done seen a lot. I was right there living them nightmares that you could read about. Crackheads, no religion, night of the living.
Welcome to 101. I'm your boy Chitown Jon here with Traphouse, yo. Thanks for your time today, man. Seriously, I really appreciate it. Crazy, you know, this is the first time we met in person, but we talked like, what, 3 years ago?
About 3 years ago.
About a show that we were supposed to go down. I didn't actually end up doing that show, but it was pretty lit that year.
Oh, yeah. Haters for the Week, man. We did about 2,600 people.
You still believe in that, Haters for the Week?
Oh, yeah. Every single day of my life.
Good shit. Well, look, I wanted to really get into, and I want to make sure everybody knows I'm extremely humbled to be a part of the Put the Guns Down initiative. And I didn't even really know what that fully was. Trap gave me an opportunity to really understand not only what you're trying to do, how you're trying to make it grow, where we're trying to go with it. So let's just start off with the first question. Did something happen in your life that kind of helped you want to push this initiative?
Many things happen in my life every day that make me want to push this initiative. It's the fact that, I come from a community where, the youth is impacted by gun violence every single day. So, I understand from the audience at the table, and I felt like it was instrumental to do this and make sure that people understand that it's not cool, flat out. Of course, you want to carry guns because you want to protect yourself, but at the end of the day, it should never be the first option. That should be the first thing you do is decide you just want to kill somebody, shoot somebody. There are other ways to hash out your issues, and that's where Put the Guns Down initiative came from.
Now, with you supporting something like that, and then just being real with you, having a name like Traphouse, with hip-hop gang, we all know what comes involved with Traphouse, right? So, have you had backlash from the hip-hop community? Have they distanced themselves from you in regards to this?
I feel like there's going to be backlash in anything that you do when you stand alone, in anything that you do, so I expect it. Was it backlash when I did canned good drives, when I did back to school drives, when I did, drives to get water for the homeless? Of course, because people don't feel comfortable doing things that are normal, which I don't understand, but it's a part of life. But at the end of the day, if you feel like you're doing God's work, you got to do it. You can't, worry about what anybody else has to say about that. You just get it done.
You know who Eric Thomas is?
No, I'm not familiar with him.
Eric Thomas, he's a motivational speaker. And I heard him at a hip-hop convention. He was talking to a bunch of inter-school teens, right? He was talking about how Jeezy had just had a concert there that night. Didn't come back to the inner-city schools, talk to the kids. But Eric Thomas, he's also a hip-hop artist. He's a former football player. He came back into the schools to talk to these people. Do you feel like that's something that you actually try to do? You try to help out your community. You actually try to help the people that you're with. You live with these people every single day, so it feels like you have some sort of passion towards that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like, we as artists sometimes we say things like, we put on for the city, or, we rep the town, and I feel like you can't really call yourself a representative if you can't even walk amongst the people and know the issues that people are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. I walk in a lot of these communities where these young men are and have a direct relationship with them because of the type of music I do. And, whether it be that they look to me for strength or guidance or whatever it is, I feel like it's my duty as a man to make sure that they understand, the difference between right and wrong, because I know the difference between right and wrong. So, above anything else, just make sure you're solid in that regard.
Do you think that's some of the issue right now with the inner city kids, is that the fact is that these kids are actually running these gangs, that the old heads or the OGs, as they say, that actually kept things calm between the different cliques that were out there, they're gone. They're either gone or they're in jail. So do you think the problem is that these kids really are just out here crazy?
Yeah, I mean, if you're not raised upon any type of traditions of any sort, or come from any type of values or anything, you're going to do what you know. Right? And a lot of people aren't taught many things that are coming from these types of conditions in regard to how to conduct yourself, how to handle difference. You just want to make sure that you don't look like a punk, or you want to make sure that you don't look like, you backing down. Exactly. So, when in all actuality, the virtues of being a man is just to make sure that you protect your family, protect the people around you, and make sure that, everybody is good. So, Yeah, of course, in these neighborhoods, man, a lot of people they just don't know what to do in these situations, and it's unfortunate, but it's reality.
Reality is sometimes hard to swallow. That's what I've realized out here in these streets. Especially now, I want to definitely hit on this too. Moving forward, and everybody out there, everybody out there that hashtag shit and you act like that shit's real. Unless you're living that shit every single day, unless you truly believe in that shit, like, it doesn't mean shit. It doesn't. I just want to say that straight out. It may seem real, ignorant or some shit, but that just needs to be said. The reason why I say that is because I followed you for the past few years, even though me and you, we didn't really have any conversations or talk, but I knew who you were. And every time I see something that you do, whether it's canned goods, or water the homeless, whatever you end up doing, you're following through with it. So to put the guns down initiative, I've seen that before, but I didn't know I was going to have the ability to be humble, to be a part of it. So where are you looking to take this? Where is this going? Because I know how you are. You don't just say something and then move and then that's it, then you walk away from it.
Ultimately, my whole goal is just to create new traditions, new things that people can get involved with and carry on, and hopefully it can progress into something even bigger than it is today. I feel like, in the viral era that we're in right now, it's real easy to take something and make it just catch fire. But, you got to go about it a certain way. And I feel like the Put the Guns Down initiative is something that people can get involved with. In the last 4 weeks, we're in the double digits as far as people that got killed. I don't see anybody talking about it in the news or, saying anything. But, when I walk through the neighborhoods or through the community, that's all I hear, and I'm just tired of seeing, mothers crying, sisters, weeping, fathers losing sons, and things of that nature over, a lifestyle that really don't lead to nothing positive. So,
and I respect you because you're willing to actually come out and talk about stuff like this, knowing that we know what type of industry we're in. At the end of the day, I mean, we walk around thugs, we walk around gangsters, we walk around people who deal drugs, you walk around murderers all the time, but you're willing to come out and say, like, hey, this is what I believe in. I'm trying to make an impact in my community. And to your point, there are a lot of people out there that say I put on for my city. What is your definition of putting on for your city?
I feel like if you don't know what's going on in your city at all times, if you're not involved in, the betterment of that city, and you're not putting on, there's people out here that's really pushing the line and really trying to educate people on, how to conduct themselves and be better in life. And to me, that's putting on, not taking the culture and raping it for personal gain. Right. And that's where I feel like, people get it misconstrued. In my music personally, I'll rap about the sweet, the fruit of the hustle, but I'll also give you the sour, the courtroom, picking up your friend, brains off the street. I've been through that, you know what I'm saying? So it's different in that regard. You can't just tell people, oh yeah, do this, sell this, and, you'll live a prosperous life. We all know that that's not the truth, man, because there's a lot that come with this life and come with moving and pivoting like that doesn't get promoted in the music. Of course, it wouldn't be good for business, but I feel like you got to tell the truth because Ice Cube told the truth, because Ice-T told the truth, and a lot of artists in the past, so you got to pay homage to the people that did it right.
Facts. I couldn't say it better myself. Facts from Traphouse. This is real life type shit. I'm humbled to be a part of this shit. May 28th. That show going down.
Yeah, May 28th. It's more so. It's a situation where it's going to be like a open forum town hall where people can come and discuss, some of the things that are going on in the community right now, and maybe we can come up with some solutions or some ways to make it better. I got a couple ministers coming out. I got motivational speakers coming out. I got some reform gang members coming out. Pretty much just all across the board, and just want to turn it into something positive and maybe get some perspective from a lot of different areas. So that's what we're doing. And then outside of that, me and Hannibal will close out the night. I had a show scheduled for that night, but I decided to hold that off for this. This wasn't something that was planned out, or it just, I felt like it needed to happen. So I had the venue already rented out, so I went ahead and did it.
How can people find out more information about Put the Guns Down? How can people help outside of this? Let the people know where they can find more information, how they can come in, whether it's May 28th, that they can reach out to you individually. How can the community help you, who is trying to help us?
You can pretty much look up the hashtag Put the Guns Down, and information will come up, whether it be Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Outside of that, you can reach out to me directly. I am the traphouse@gmail.com, and I'll gladly communicate with you. And I need as much help as I can get, man. That's all I've been trying to do is get as many people involved. If you believe in it, if you believe this is something that will help, I need your help, flat out.
You heard it from him. He needs his help. Our city needs your help. I may be your boy Chitown Jon, but let's just be honest. At the end of the day, I've been out here for 15 years in Phoenix. I'm appreciative for everything that this great city in the state of Arizona has done for me. I'm humbled to have met you. I'm definitely going to be there on the 28th. This is your boy Chitown Jon, here at Venture's Barbershop. Traphouse. Peace out.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Kool-Aid, aka Young Laid, Virtual's Barbershop. This is
Jessica the Lady, Taz the Barber.
if you guys want to get the dopest haircut you ever felt in your life, or take advantage of our clothes we have here, feel free to come down here at 1644 North Scottsdale Road, Tempe, Arizona. We can keep the lights on for you.